My dear Nigerian youth, I'm very angry. That is why I'm addressing you. You are the source of my anger, and I want to vent my spleen. Maybe not to you directly, but to the arrogance of your ignorance. You sit in front of the computer and rant all day through social media, but every click you make money not for yourself, but for Mark. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook. With every megabyte of data you spend complaining and maglaning, you make stupendous bulk of money for telecommunication companies. Over the next 2 years, the number of Nigerian millionaires will jump by 47%, but most likely you are not going to be among, because you are too busy whining and complaining. And about 60% of Nigerian over 170 million population are below 35 years. Oh, what a waste. By the way, Mark was 19 years when he started Facebook. African youngest billionaire Archie Tuka is 31 years. He escaped from the Rwanda genocide and relocated to Uganda, where he started an IT business. Collins Tutu, who made his millions by fixing bad computer and set up dual need, is 35 years. Adams Horiwat, an 18-years-old entrepreneur, started tattoo website in 3 years before he became successful. The only one thing you have ever started is an online petition. Have you heard of Jackson Njoku? He is 33 years and the founder of Iroko TV. He received about $8 million investment into his company just a few years ago. What he does was sharing the same Nollywood film that you spend hours watching online. He did not just hang around waiting for Buhari to make something happen or blaming Jonathan for not making anything happen. Kaman Buhati was deported from Kenya, but while on flight, he thought of the opportunities in Kenya and he found his way back after 6 months, and today his company is valued at $30 million. He is 36 years. Have you heard of Chinedu Echoram? Apple just paid him about $1 billion for his app. He's a Nigerian like you. What he did was to attempt to fix a problem, but for you, the only one thing you fix are your nails or your hairdo. Chinedu moved from New York in 1995 and found it difficult to navigate the city with ease, so he developed Poop Stop to fix the problem. Stop listing your problem, we know them already, but what are you doing about them? Oh, Awolowo was 37, Akintola was 36, Ahmadu Bello was 36, Tafawa Balewa was 34, Okotie Ebo was 27, Enahoro was 27 as at the time independence of Nigeria. Check your age, how old are you? In 1966, the first group was led by Kaduna Uziogu, he was 29 years, and stopped by Muritola Muhammad, 28 years. T.Y. Danjuma was 28 years, IBB was 25 years, Sani Abacha was 23 years, Shehu Yar'Adua was 23 years. He brought in Yakubu Gowon as the head of state at 32 years, and Olusegun Obasanjo was 29 years. Many of you are in their 40 yet still sag their trouser. Of course, you all know Linda Keji. You spend hours, hundreds of hours on a blog laughing and commenting while she smiles wave to her bank. She just built a fantastic house for her father in the village just by you clicking on her gossip and sharing. Your day is not complete without a store by her blog. She was broke as you are, but she turned her hobby into a business. Are you void of understanding? You think those politicians have any regard for you? That is why I refer to the arrogance of your ignorance at the beginning of this diatribe. You have a false estimation of yourself. You have an overbloated ego. You are only good as an election ticket, pure and simple. You are only good to be used and discarded like a used ballot paper. Who keeps a used ballot paper anyway? This is why they only remember you every 4 years. The world change belongs to the masses, not to the selected few. Remember, I am your #1 fan. My name is Dr. Chris Imomole.